Welcome back to the channel, guys. I uploaded a video recently which featured the trellis over here in the back corner, and one of the viewers, channel AK, he or she asked for a rundown on how I built that trellis, because the bed and the trellis combined, and the sun was just hitting it perfectly just now, so I thought now's a good time to make a video. This was a dead space when I moved here. There was a drainage channel that was dug in here when the house was first built, and they backfilled it with clay and rock, so the ground underneath these trees was pretty much unusable and flooded annually. Every winter it would flood, so I worked out the drainage for it, and then I went about building a raised bed because the soil underneath was so poor. And the entire structure is 5 meters long by 1.3 meters wide, and I'll just show you how I've built it and what I've squeezed in, and I might send a drone up too while the light is favourable like this, see if I can get some drone footage. Alright, so the first section is just a small raised bed surrounded by a outer raised bed, and I put alpine strawberries around the outer side and a Lee jujube in the middle. That's only been in the ground since July and only started growing since October, so we're March now. In the center I put a bed of Chandler strawberries, and they've come to the end of their cycle, but they crop heavily early season. And next to it we've got a Djibouti Kaba, Sabara, small leaf, and looks about 4 years old, but it's only been in the ground, or maybe a bit older than 4 years, but it's only been in this property for a year. I brought it already advanced from Cairns Nursery. And yeah, so there's 3 beds pretty much equally spaced, equally sized, and then in the corner here I put a little narrow section which was another plinth high. So these beds here are two bits of wood high, and added another one here, and then on the back of that I concreted in some steel posts and some reinforcement to grow the melon up. And then I had an existing structure here which was shading the pond, so I just put some more Rio to bridge the gap from there to there, and I've had to chock it up because the melons have got so heavy. It was a bit of a bend, so next year I'll put a couple of strengthening beams on top of this Rio across. I don't want to put it underneath because I'll hit my head, but yeah, it worked out a treat. Next to the longan. So yeah, I'll see if I can get a drone up and take an aerial shot of it. But yeah, the total dimensions 5 by 1.3 with 3 beds stepped up. The first bed is only 1 plinth high, and the next 2 are 2 plinths high, just because of the poor soil. And then the melon section only has downward growth, so it's very narrow, so I put that at 3 plinths high, and results speak for themselves. We've already pulled about 20 off this. There's probably another 20 on there, and if I let it keep growing instead of pruning it back, probably got another 20. So yeah, just if you've got an area and you want to grow multiple things, sorry about the sun, yeah, that's from that angle. I didn't want to do an instruction video until I saw if it worked or not, but it's worked out perfectly. I'll see if I can get that drone up. Cheers. Alright, we've ran into some issues. This drone decided to die, and I'll never buy a GoPro product again. This is not just the first time I've had problems with the Hero 6, and this thing's been discontinued, and it's been used about 3 times. Cost about $1,500, and just a paperweight now. But the show must go on, so I quickly rushed down, and I've got a Mavic Air 2, which gets almost 5-star reviews. So we'll get that up in the air, and I'll show you the top of that trellis. Cheers.